Can you imagine losing your job, your reputation, and your freedom in the blink of an eye? That's what happened to these 4 cops when they got caught red-handed and had to pay the price. Starting off with Officer Duke's reckless actions, which led to his dismissal from the police force. On July 26, 2021, a fake report reached the police claiming that a person was carrying a weapon in front of a building. Officer David Lance Dukes was the initial responder. Upon his arrival, he promptly pulled out his weapon and started instructing all individuals at the location to lie down, aiming to secure the reported weapon.
Hey, let me see your hands. Berg, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground right here. Get on the ground. You, Burgundy shirt, get on the ground. Over here. On the ground. On the ground. Get on the ground. Do you not listen? Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
This lying individual is Clarence Gaillard, a 58-year-old resident of South Carolina. What may not be evident is that Mr. Gaillard faced difficulty in promptly assuming a prone position due to the presence of metal rods and pins in his leg and hip. What goes unnoticed is that the officer, without consideration, carelessly placed his foot on Mr. Gaillard, causing him injury in the process.
There's a gun, I believe, behind me.
I ain't got no gun, nothing.
Put your hands behind your back. Is there a gun back there?
Ain't no gun.
By that truck.
Ain't no gun.
You're not listening, dude. Bro, you got a gun on you, man?
No, I ain't got no gun.
right,
I
I'm
don't
just
own
asking.
no gun. I don't
Turn
own
back over. Paul, do you watch him say? He had something.
I ain't own no gun.
The door's unlocked, it's not always so.
No, he was right here.
And you may be curious, where was the alleged weapon?
Watch him. Go watch him. There it is.
I don't own no gun.
All right, that's what he had. All right.
Yep.
Listen.
Yep, they slammed my head
Listen.
down on the cement. Yep.
Go back inside. Go back in the house. Go back in the
Yep.
house. Ain't nobody talking to you.
I got head drummer.
Go back in the house.
Yep. Y'all bust my head down. Yeah, I've been in an accident. Yep. Y'all bust my head down.
He was in front of the car when I came up. And he was walking like this. And I thought it was a gun at first. I said, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun. I had him at gunpoint. And he's over here doing something like this.
You slammed my head. You slammed my
What
head
he was doing
down
is putting
on
this up behind the
cement.
tire. So he comes over right here. He got his hands in his pockets. I'm telling him, let me see your hands, let me see your hands, let me see your
Why you
hands.
bust my head then?
He wasn't listening.
No, it ain't.
He got the, like this right here,
You grabbed me.
and we went onto the
And
ground.
you bust my head.
These facial expressions convey their own message. Officer Dukes has now come to realize a significant error on his part and proceeds to provide an explanation to his superior. He asserts that he believed he had spotted a weapon, which prompted his order for everyone to assume a prone position. He also claims that Mr. Gaillard did not comply, although this assertion is inaccurate since Mr. Gaillard responded as quickly as his physical condition allowed. It's important to note that Mr. Gaillard has a disability that hinders his ability to easily bend down.
Mayor, I'm going to take that in the evidence of what he had.
Depending on the specific circumstances, an officer may instruct individuals to lie on the ground as a precautionary measure to ensure the safety of the situation, particularly if there is a suspicion that one of them might be armed. However, stepping on an individual without justifiable cause constitutes a clear instance of using excessive force. Employing force without a valid reason, particularly when it can lead to harm or injury, is a violation of an individual's rights.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from.
No gun or nothing.
Because when he was behind the truck, I couldn't see what he was doing. And I didn't know where
There ain't nothing there.
that went. If it was still in his
Those
pockets when he come around that car with his hands in his pockets.
His dogs on.
on camera.
Yeah, my dogs.
For Officer Dukes, there appears to be no way to extricate himself from the situation. Yet he adheres to his version of events and even provides false information when a family member of the victim requests his official details.
Listen,
Dukes, can I get a card from you?
I don't have one there. We
Okay,
don't have.
what's your
They
badge
don't
number?
give us cards.
Okay, what's your badge number?
1059.
Let me see if I can get my phone. Hold on.
Hold on, we have cards. Okay.
To sum it up, Officer Dukes was dismissed from his role as a police officer, and Mr. Gaylord was awarded $650,000 in compensation for the physical and emotional suffering he endured. While some cops may be tempted to abuse their power, others are committed to upholding the law, even when it means holding one of their own accountable. That's what happened in the next case, where an officer arrested his own captain for DUI.
Stay in your vehicle. Get back in your car. Drunk?
No, I'm the captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
Of what? The big. Don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car.
This individual isn't just drunk, he's completely wasted to the point where he thinks the camera can't hear him whispering.
You been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You been drinking tonight, sir?
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division?
Investigations.
But despite the captain's pleas, the officer refuses to turn off his camera and continues with the investigation.
I stay here.
You been drinking? How much we had to drink tonight, sir?
Please.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
These beers must have been really strong. He couldn't talk properly, and it looks like he was driving all over the road on his way home.
How much we drink tonight, sir?
I was at a poker game.
Uh-huh. Because you were swerving all over me when you turned off you didn't use your signal.
I'm sorry.
How much you drink at your poker game?
Not much.
Not much? How much is not much?
I don't know.
Beer? Liquor? How
Beer.
many beers?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? How long ago was that?
It's been going on a while.
How long ago did you drink your last beer, sir?
What time is it now?
It's 0140.
Midnight.
The captain is then subjected to a search and instructed to stand in an open area, where he undergoes tests to assess his balance and sobriety.
You may begin.
1,000.
Keep
Sir,
going.
can you turn that off,
I cannot, sir.
please?
I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn off this body
I
camera.
do, but I'd like to talk to you.
I can't do that, sir.
Please. Please. I'd like to talk to you.
One, are you going to do the test or not?
Will you please talk to me?
Even as the captain pleads with him to switch off his camera and have a conversation, the officer stands firm and explains that he must treat everyone equally, or else his job and livelihood could be in jeopardy. This demonstrates a significant level of honesty which, unfortunately, we don't witness too often, possibly because of individuals who try to assert their authority. They then proceed with the third and final test, which involves walking heel to toe for 10 steps.
I believe so.
Alright, anytime you're ready, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright, go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back.
Are you gonna arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
can I talk to you?
Once the investigation is completed and the captain is placed under arrest, the officer deactivates his camera and escorts the captain back to the police department. Not only was the captain suspended from his role as an Oklahoma police captain, but he also faced the standard penalties for DUI, which likely included a modest fine and a few months in jail. In the next case, we'll see how a lieutenant handled a situation where one of his own officers was suspected of being intoxicated.
What else do you got on you? You got pocket knife, huh?
I'm done.
What's going on, though? Tell me what's going on, bud.
I'm done.
What do you mean you're done? You're going to go with me to take the test all you? You're refusing it? You don't want to do that.
I'm done.
Okay, so what does that mean? All right? Are you under the influence of something, Augie? What's wrong with you right now? I don't understand
I'm
that.
done.
Okay. Are you going with me?
No.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going home.
Can you call somebody to come get you?
I don't need to.
Well, I'm not going to let you drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
Byron explains to Augustine that he's just doing his job and requests him to undergo the drug and alcohol test, but Augustine refuses and repeatedly utters, "I'm done." This response is concerning, particularly coming from a visible intoxicated individual, especially one of Augustine's size, with multiple assault rifles nearby.
So if you want to leave, that's up to you. Do you have your keys here? Where's your keys to the building at? You got all that stuff? Okay, I want to make sure it wasn't on that ring in there and you need it. I'm not taking it, okay? So, Augie, are you okay to drive, brother?
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
All right, well, get going then. Do what you got to do, all right? Augie, you need to get it. You need to relax. No, huh? What'd you say? Who is? You just wrecked a cruiser. It's not the end of the world.
Fuck that.
I know, it's not the end of the world. We can do this, Augie. If you just go down and take the test like we're asking you, if you do that, then we can at least...
Byron attempts to assist Augustine, mentioning that he could still salvage his job if he complies with the drug test. But Augustine continues to decline. Suddenly, Augustine breaks down and starts crying, seemingly realizing the severity of his situation.
Seriously, Augie, I'm trying to help you, bud. Huh? What'd you say? I don't know. What'd you say?
Fucked up.
What do you mean you're fucked up? Alcohol? Pills? What are you talking about? Huh? Okay. All right. All right, Augie. I get that, bud. So I can't let you drive home, all right?
Yeah.
At this point, it's evident that Augustine is aware that his career is in jeopardy, likely over. However, Lieutenant Byron empathizes with him and doesn't want him to worsen his situation. Eventually, Augustine confesses to being intoxicated.
Policy, we have to go down with that and go take the test. If everything comes back okay, then that's great. It helps you. It benefits you.
I'm drunk.
Huh?
I'm drunk.
You're drunk right now? Jason, this is Byron. Hey, is there any chance you can come in so we can talk? Okay. Well, I don't know how much time we got as far as cooperation. He's not cooperating real well. He's right here in front of me. I'm not hiding or talking. I'm talking in front of him. He's acknowledged that he was drinking today and whatnot. So that's where we're at now. How do you want us to proceed with that?
Shortly after, Byron is observed making a call to his supervisor, Jason, to seek further guidance on how to proceed.
And then we'll get you out of here. As soon as your wife gets here, we'll get you out of here. All right? Let's go into the briefing, or the... Since you already said you're going to refuse it, there's no reason to do anything other than that. So I understand what you're saying. Just go in there and have a seat real quick so I can put my stuff away. Oh, is my key not working now? There we go. Yeah.
Following their agreement, Officer Augustine is then brought indoors and informed of the consequences of his refusal to take the test. He is also notified that he is under arrest for operating a vehicle under the influence. As Augustine reads his arrest report, he becomes overwhelmed and struggles to remain upright, nearly falling off the table. Other officers at the station come to his aid and try to support Augustine until he can return home.
Justin, can you hear me? Jason. Can you hear me? Okay? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm going to read you this. They just don't want you falling out of your chair.
Almost fell out of your chair, Justin.
Ultimately, Officer Augustine resigns from his position but receives a sentence of 1 year of probation, 180 days of suspended jail time, and a $300 fine. These penalties are later dismissed after he completes an educational program. We are aware that when an incident occurs, the supervisor is typically one of the first individuals to be summoned to the scene. However, what happens when it is the supervisor who has done something wrong? On January 1st, 2021 in Gainesville, Corporal Scott Bertzik was driving in Florida when he reached for his lighter and collided with a vehicle that had just begun moving. Officer Brooke Shutterly promptly arrived at the scene and noticed something unusual with her superior.
So,
Reached out for my lighter, slammed into his ass.
cool.
No, not really.
Not really. Please, Neil.
Officer Brooke instantly identifies her superior, who is visibly intoxicated and even chuckles when reflecting on the situation. As she approaches the victim, we observe their vehicle, and it's evident that it's considerably damaged.
Okay.
You know, it's just information exchange. How I found it.
Alright. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Your airbag went off. Your car's fucked up.
Oh, no, absolutely. Which I just fucking fixed.
That sucks. Police Neil's off. You can come give you a ride.
Just goddamn repaired that.
You want me to let him know you found the insurance?
The same fucking thing.
Well, maybe you should not do that then.
While explaining certain insurance particulars to the victim, we notice some concerning aspects of how Shutterly interacts with the victim, indicating that she is siding with her supervisor rather than remaining impartial.
So, you want me to let him know you found your insurance, see if he wants to do an information exchange?
Christ. That's fine.
Okay. He mentioned you guys had talked about exchanging information, but he hadn't had his insurance pulled up.
Yeah.
We have a couple options with this. It's really cut and dry, so if you want to just go through insurance, you can. If you want a full-fledged report, we can do that. However you want to go about it.
How long will the report gonna take? A long time?
Sorry, Birdie, he wants the report.
Fine.
You got your driver's license?
Absolutely.
I'm guessing the car's registered to you?
Yep.
Cool.
Referring to her supervisor by the nickname Birdie and suggesting she might attempt to assist him in the situation only exacerbates the matter. Additionally, she neglects to inform the victim that he was involved in a DUI accident, failing to acknowledge the significant difference in her treatment of the victim compared to her supervisor.
Birdie, you giving me some indicators?
Oh.
Listen.
Shit, woman.
Listen. Valdez is coming out just to... I'm not going to lie to you about it.
She's on her way?
Yeah, she's on her way. Because I'm not really comfortable with this whole thing at all. But I'm not going to lie to you about it.
Oh, no. I don't mean to put you in that Yep.
Yeah. So, from now on, you know how it goes. You can't consume anything, okay? Because right now, you're being detained.
Wait, what?
Subsequently, after handling the victim's situation, the situation takes a different turn as she notifies Bertzik that he will be detained. It is at this point that Birdie realizes that escaping this mess won't be as straightforward as he initially thought.
You?
Okay. I'm very uncomfortable right now.
And I apologize for putting you in that position.
Okay.
Are you on?
Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm going to remain on.
Fair enough.
Because
Upon being informed and offering an apology, Bertzik still appears to believe he can avoid consequences until he realizes that everything is being recorded.
Fuck me. She did it, I don't give a fuck.
Shortly after this realization, we witness Bertzik undergoing a series of revelations as he becomes aware of the gravity of his situation. When a supervising officer arrives at the scene, Bertzik is subjected to several sobriety tests, which he doesn't perform particularly well.
To understand the instructions, you may begin the test.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Since Bertzik performed poorly on the tests, he was informed that he would be taken into custody.
Side. Yeah.
There you go.
Listen to me.
Put them on.
I'm not gonna cuff you.
Oh, yes you are, because they're watching.
No.
Yes you are, they're watching.
Okay. We'll cuff you over by my car.
Yes you will.
Yes.
They're watching.
Yes.
During the arrest, Shutterly mentioned that she wouldn't handcuff him, but he requested her to do so. This occurred while the victims remained on the scene, watching the officers' arrest as they awaited the tow company. Bertzik was ultimately sentenced to pay fines amounting to $974, complete 50 hours of community service, attend various DUI substance abuse classes, and face a 6-month suspension of his driver's license. He was also taken to court by the driver and passenger of the vehicle he collided with, and an agreement was reached in the legal case.